We're back. That's so weird that happened like that. Just getting the stream started. People were coming in. What are you going to do? These things happen. So we got Emil's here. Beef and chicken, Wishika. Dale from Ohio. Our life off grid. Tacos and French fries. I like that name. Uh, we got Peter's here. Mary's in the house. Jason McDougal. How you doing, man? Long time no see. Nostradamus. So, Smoking Swamp Outdoors. Rhonda's in the house. April's here. Bobby. All right. Well, glad to see people popping back in. It could be the weather. I mean, who knows? You know. But yeah. So anyway, I was talking about we're gonna have to do some kind of a temporary fix for right now for the road so I can get out. So hopefully we're gonna take care of that tomorrow. Like I said, Emil told me that he was going to give me a call after the live stream uh, and give me an idea. He said he's dealt with that type of stuff before, so we're gonna just kind of go from there and see what happens. But yeah, so it's just it's that time of year, and the winds were high today. It was a little crazy, and Hella went out earlier, so I literally just before the live stream started, I got her back in. It's snowing here right now. Yeah, we got snow now. So, I did park down here in the lower meadow too. So hopefully we don't get a whole lot of snow. We're not supposed to, but I was able to pull all the wind because the snow was all, or the ice and stuff was all off the driveway. So if there's a little snow on there, that's not a big deal. Water is a very powerful force. Oh, I know we were talking about people dying, and but it's just yeah, it's just not a good you know you can't screw around with nature. Nature is no joke. West Virginia. I'm down in West Virginia, John. Been down here for a while now. Yeah, New York is done. So I will never, ever, ever live in New York again. So, um, but yeah, we got more weather coming in later in the week. It's supposed to be pretty cold. So we just, we'll do what we got to do. We'll try to get it fixed so that I can get out of here okay. Not a big. I mean, it happens. What are you going to do? I mean, it's not much you can do. You just have to deal with it, unfortunately. But there's one alternative way that I might be able to get out, but I would have to wait till the ground was more frozen. Way too soft to go that way right now. So yeah, we're supposed to get like 4 inches tonight. That's what they're saying. So, but yeah, like I said, it's just this has been the worst winter of the three that I've been here. So, I mean, and the locals have said this is the worst winter that they've seen here in a long time. It happens. You're good. Every winter is not going to be the ideal winter that you want, where it's not going to be a lot of snow and all that type of stuff. The amount of rain that we had yesterday, if that had been snow, we would have been buried. We would have absolutely been buried. I mean, New York's getting hit hard. One of the guys in the group, is showing pictures of his area. He's over by Syracuse. Uh, I went out and I didn't get more straw yet. I got straw. I didn't get it the other day, but I got propane and gas and got all that, squared away. Yeah, yeah, German Shepherd puppy sled. Yeah, that's right. Let them get bigger. Yeah, they're doing awesome. The puppies are awesome. They're so much fun. I really really am enjoying them, to be honest with you. But yeah, like I said, I'm gonna hopefully we'll do a temporary fix tomorrow. We'll see if we can. We'll see have to see how that goes. It involves hopefully, well, possibly the railroad ties. I have 4 railroad ties up here that I could use for right now, and then when we're going to get together as a group next month, we can make plans of what we're going to do that way. And like people have ideas of what we should do, and we'll kind of go from there. So anyway, all right. So what do we got? We already got, wow, we're up to 209 people already in here. We got 47 thumbs up. So if you have not shot a thumbs up yet, I'm going to ask you to please do so to show support for the channel, and thank you ahead of time. I do appreciate that. It really does make a huge, huge difference with the algorithms as well. So I thank you for that reason as well. And no, you cannot. It's off limits. I'm not discussing that. I get so sick and tired of people wanting to talk about that. So yes, no, we're not talking about that. But thank you for asking. If you could ask, I do appreciate that. So other people act stupid and they get blocked right away. So, but anyhow, yeah, like I said, the weather's going to do what it's going to do. I don't care how prepared or how well you think you're squared away. The weather's going to do what the weather's going to do. So, you have to deal with it. And, dealing with a road that's 8/10 of a mile long, um, you got to deal with it. There's going to be trees down. There's going to be flooding. There's going to be, like I said, that I didn't expect to see the entire culvert washed out. But like I said, there's been a lot of water moving through that whole area. So, but we'll get there. We'll get things squared away and fixed and all that good stuff. So I wanted to talk about the topic here, right? Things are going to have to change. And actually, it's funny because it's a multi-tiered topic, because we could talk about the United States, we can talk about Gaza, with Israel and all that type of stuff, and so we're going to start over there. We're going to start talking about over there first, okay? Now, President Trump had set a deadline for Saturday at noon for all of the hostages to be released. That was the deadline. Obviously, they were not. Okay. And so, he basically has instructed, and as I called it, I didn't think we were going to get involved militarily. But he basically had said to Israel, do what you got to do, and we support you. The reality is this: with that situation, what their goal, what their agenda was right from the very beginning was to eliminate Hamas as a military arm and as a leadership arm. Because if they don't, it'll just be a matter of time. They will rebuild and they'll do the same thing absolutely again. Okay. They released three, John. They released three. So one was an American. One of three that they released was an American. So, and then Israel released like 300 for the three. So I mean, I don't get the math, but I would love to get into negotiations with Israel in a deal like that, not for hostages, but for something else, that I would. They wanted Hamas and began a war. Well, Hamas started it. You know what I mean? Let's be clear. I mean, they were the ones that jumped this whole thing off, and I think they found out that they bit off more than they could choose. So I disagree with the level of destruction, though. Well, like I said, everybody can have their own thoughts on it. Like I said, to me, they've talked about a lot of things. They've talked about relocating a lot of these people. Israel is not going to allow. Okay, let's just be real clear. Okay, and this is not like a debate of, well, I think they should do this or I think that they should do that. This is the reality. Israel cannot allow Hamas to rebuild, to do it again. They can't allow it. They've already said they're not going to allow that. Okay, they've already said it. So this whole grandstanding and parading out the hostages, and all the Hamas people got their like little stuff on, and they stand out there in numbers and like, oh, look how tough we are. Well, do you believe the other hostages are still alive? I don't think there's a whole lot of other hostages still alive. I do not. You know, I am pro-Palestine and anti-Hamas, and that's perfectly fine. I mean, and I appreciate your, and like I said, I'm not here to try to rip you down. That's not what I'm trying to do. Okay, it's not what I'm trying to do. But the power arm right now in the Gaza Strip is Hamas. The people that are in control is Hamas, and Israel has said that they are not going to allow that, because if they allow that, right, they say, okay, we're going to have this lasting peace. They've already done that, folks. They've already done that. And look what they did, right? I mean, realistically, look what and if I remember correctly, when they did that invasion and they came back over into the Gaza Strip, those people were cheering. Remember that? Right? They had all these hostages and the people were cheering over there. So, the Palestinian people are not innocent in this. Let's not let's not make it like they're the victims. They're as culpable as anybody else because they have allowed these people to be in charge. So it's you know it, the whole situation is a bad situation. They've talked about putting these people someplace else where they could be safer. Why wouldn't um, why wouldn't and I get they want to be in their what they consider their area, right? But if it's always going to be a disaster and a mess, wouldn't it be smarter for them to go somewhere else? And why are not Jordan and Egypt and other Arab countries opening their arms and saying, brothers, we're all Muslims, come in here and be with us? Why wouldn't they do that? Right? They don't want them. So why not? Why don't they want them? So again, will Trump annex the land on the behalf of the Israelis? You know what? I don't know what's going to happen there. I mean, there's been talk about a lot of different things as far as that goes. But like I said, until you eradicate the problem is not solved. Okay, the problem's not going to be solved until that problem has been eradicated. And that's what Israel said they were going to do from the beginning. Stephen says, I care for America only. And I'm with you, Stephen. I don't think we should be in, as far as other than supporting Israel as an independent country and not have to be attacked. It's not our business. Whatever happens over in the Middle East.